Welcome to How to Make an Extra $1,000 to $4,000 plus a month with Juice Plus. I'm Jason Grossman. I'm excited to be with you today. If you're listening to me live tonight, thanks for taking the time out of your evening to be here. If you're listening to a recording, welcome. Over the next 45 to 55 minutes, I'm going to share with you one of my biggest passions in life, and that is to create income streams, a business, financial freedom, flexibility, financial independence, in such a way that allows you to live your dream lifestyle. If I was to say to each and every one of you as you listen to me now, if I told you if you were to just spend 3 hours a week for the next 3 or 4 years working part-time, you would never ever have to work again, by a show of hands, who would be prepared to do that, by a show of hands? Part-time, just 3 hours a week on top of whatever you're doing. Who'd be prepared to do that? Of course, most people, right? So my true passion is twofold. The first is lifestyle design. Is working with people to go, what are your dreams? What's your dream lifestyle look like? And to work with you to create a plan to make that happen, align your psychology for success, work on your financial map, to work on those things. So whether it be health or relationships or finances. And my other is philanthropy. I love giving. I love giving people the gift of health, giving people the gift of financial independence, helping them meet their soulmate, helping them lose 30, 40, 50 kilos. Love that. Love the ability to give. And tonight is really, hopefully, going to be about inspiring you guys and opening your eyes and your mind to the possibilities of what you could potentially do if you begin to focus on turning your dream lifestyle into reality. My intention for this evening is to do just that, is to spend the next 45 to 55 minutes with you guys to give you some specific tools and resources that you can begin to use to start making residual income and passive income so you can really stop living Groundhog Day, week, month, year, and start living your dream lifestyle. Now, it takes time. It takes hard work, and it takes time, it takes tenacity, it takes persistence. Some say patience, which those that know me know that I'm not an incredibly patient man. I like to see things happening quick and fast. And I understand that sometimes times are tough and personal things can happen. People pass that we care about, people break our heart, sickness, illness, hardship, financial hardship. Things happen. So imagine if you could create income stream where no matter what was happening in your life, your business, your work, your job, your family, your friends, that you would still earn more than enough money to survive. Who would like to be able to build over the next 3, 4, 5 years enough residual income so no matter what you're doing, you could pay for all your living expenses? Who would like to do that? And that's my intention tonight, to give you some specific tools and resources how you can begin to do that using Juice Plus. Now, I know most of you guys are either one of two types of people. By show of hands listening to me live, who is a personal trainer? Who's a personal trainer that's listening to me by show of hands? Okay, so tonight is going to be for personal trainers and also people that are not. By show of hands, who is not a personal trainer? Who is not a personal trainer? By show of hands, that's with us tonight. Okay, it's a fair few of you guys. Tonight is not just for personal trainers. Tonight is for personal trainers and people that do work a 9-to-5 job or another job that are looking for an additional income stream that will give them the ability to leverage their life, create flexibility and freedom in a way where you can just work just part-time in creating a future with freedom, flexibility, and if you are ambitious enough, to create your fortune part-time. And that's what we're going to go through this evening. So tonight I'm going to deliver this evening in a way that is appropriate for personal trainers and also appropriate for those that are not personal trainers. And I understand there's a combination of you guys this evening. A little bit about myself. Is it okay? I know not everyone, actually there's a lot of people, names that I don't recognize this evening, so thanks for everyone for showing. By show of hands, who has not heard me present or doesn't know much about me, by show of hands? Wow, there's a fair few of you guys. Is it okay for you guys if I share just quickly a little bit about myself? Is that okay, guys? Just by show of hands, is it okay if I share a bit about myself? Awesome. All right, thanks for that. I appreciate that. So as you know, my name is Jason Grossman. I've been in the health and fitness industry for almost 14 years, and the first almost 10 years I spent just waiting on the screen to catch up. There it goes. I spent almost 10 years working in gyms and health clubs in management, and I had the opportunity to work with over 5,000 individuals to help them achieve their health, fitness, and weight loss goals. And then I went out on my own and I launched my own business. And we built, we had 16 staff. We had 9 personal trainers and 3 nutritionists and coaches, and we worked with people all over the country. And then I want to do something crazy. I know some of you heard this so many times, so thanks for hearing it again. I know my sweetheart Kaylee's listening as well. Then I wanted to do something crazy. I fell in love with the girl of my dreams on the opposite side of the country. So I took a massive risk and I shut down my business and I let all my staff go. Obviously, they weren't too happy about it. Gave all my belongings to my family or charity, moved over the suitcase to be with her. And that was just over 2 years ago. And 2 years later now, we have the opportunity, as you can see on my screen there, we live in hotels and travel the world. And we live our dream lifestyle. We have a team of almost 30 online personal trainers. We do business coaching for personal trainers all over the globe. Later this year, we're getting ready to launch our very own charity organization, a life coaching business. And I'm actually publishing my first book, which is a lifestyle design book. So although my background is in health and fitness and nutrition, my true passion lies in lifestyle design and working with each and every one of you guys individually and as a group to say, well, what if you could do anything in life, what would you do? And I'm going to hopefully open your mind to the possibilities that, well, this is the thing. There's billions of people on this planet, and billions of people are going to die not realizing that they could achieve their dream lifestyle, that they don't have to just be seduced by social conformity and, go to school, then get a job, and then get a mortgage. Mortier means agreement to death in French, and spend 20, 30, 40, 50 years working in a job that we don't like to try and pay off all our debts and our bills and our credit cards and mortgage and so forth. And I don't know about you, but that's not a lifestyle that I think that I want to live. So my sweetheart and I have had an incredible opportunity, and I share this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that if I can do it, I'm no better than anyone else, then you can do it. And tonight is about that, is offering you an opportunity, a tool, a specific resource as a Juice Plus distributor to be able to do that. And so if you stick with me, I'm going to share with you how I've had the opportunity to, over the last few years, to create a business that allows us to literally travel the world. We do events, do online stuff, and we work with people all over the world to help them turn their dreams into reality. And I'm incredibly passionate about philanthropy and charity as well. We're really excited to launch our very own charity organization in the early next year as well. So what is your dream lifestyle? Like, if you could do anything, what would you do? If you knew that you would not fail, what would you do? What exactly would you do? And that's what this evening is going to be about. And I know it's a little bit deep for those that know me, know that can be a bit deep. I like to ask the questions, the why questions, why you're here this evening. So just quickly, if everyone can grab a pen and paper, just take 2 seconds. If you're listening to a recording, please do this as well. I'm going to ask you some questions so you can work out exactly why you're here. Grab a pen and paper, and I just want you to take 60 seconds to write down what is your intention for this evening. What do you want to get out of this webinar? Why are you here to learn more about the Juice Plus opportunity? What is it you want out of it? Just take 60 seconds to do that. Write down your intention. If you're sitting there and thinking, well, Jason doesn't know if I'm writing it down or not, I'm just going to sit here and wait. Then you're missing out on a great opportunity for you to really become consciously aware of why you're here this evening and to really act upon that. I get the sense that you're a genuine person that cares about people and you care about your future. You're here for a reason, not for me, you're here for you. And what is that reason? If you just sit there, then you're probably going to sit, if you sit there in the webinar, you're probably going to sit there in life and just watch life go by. We need to take action, not just action, we need to take massive action. No matter how scared, fearful, worried, uncertain we are, that's where I believe that we achieve our dream lifestyle, is when we subordinate our feelings to our values and we subordinate our feelings to massive action. Whether we feel the fear and we do it anyway. So just take another 10 or 15 seconds to write down your intention for being here, because I want to make sure that you do get the most out of this evening. As you keep writing that down, we're going to move forward. Just by a show of hands as you write that down, I posted 2 videos in the event, the Facebook event, for you guys to watch before the webinar. Just by a show of hands, who actually has taken the time, truthfully, to watch those 2 videos by show of hands? Who's actually watched those videos? Okay, a couple of people. If you haven't yet watched those videos, please take the time to watch those videos in the event. If you're listening to a recording of this and you're not sure what the hell I'm talking about, private message me. For all of you guys, contact me on Facebook, Jason Grossman. Happy to answer any questions you have, or the person that referred you to this evening. Also, for those of you listening live right now, there's 30 of you guys. Thanks for joining us, taking precious time of your day. If you stick to the end, I'm actually going to be giving away a Juice Plus franchise for free, and I'm going to explain a bit about that this evening. I'm also going to give you guys a bit more information on the Juice Plus as a product, and also Juice Plus the business opportunity, and how for part-time 3 hours a week you can create residual income and start to focus on creating your dream lifestyle, like my partner and I have had the opportunity to do. Just a little bit more about that. We're on Gold Coast at the moment, and 2 weeks this Friday. We're actually heading over to the United States for 2 months, and then to Europe for 2 months. We're going overseas for 4 months straight. And because of what we do, because of Juice Plus and our online businesses, we have the opportunity to still help people and give people the gift of health and give people the gift of financial independence and to work with people to help them achieve their lifestyle design goals because of Juice Plus and the online. We can travel and we can still do that. Now, if you're a PT, there's certain problems to being a PT, which we're going to talk about soon. And if you're working a job, then there's certain problems to that. I mean, like, exchanging your time for money, you don't work, you don't get paid. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to become a millionaire. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job, not by any means. Tonight is about offering you an opportunity to keep doing what you are doing, but to step it up and just spend 3 hours a week on not just working on exchanging time for money and making a living, but to work 3 hours part-time on creating a fortune. Now, a fortune is something different for every person. It doesn't mean you have to make millions of dollars. But I mean, who here would like to make an extra, minimum $12,000 a year? Who would like to make an extra, 12 grand a year as a starting point? Imagine if you put that 12 grand a year into a travel account. That would be an overseas trip once a year. Who would like to go overseas at least once a year, by show of hands? Also, just by a show of hands, who is not yet using Juice Plus in any way, shape, or form? By a show of hands, who's not yet using Juice Plus in any way, shape, or form as a product? Okay, a fair few, guys. I can see there's still people joining us, so welcome if you're joining us live now. So let's talk a little bit about what are some of the problems for the personal trainers. What are some of the problems of personal training? Well, if you're a sole trader, hands up by show of hands, who's a personal trainer that's a sole trader? It's just you and your business. You don't work, you don't get paid. Who is that? Just by show of hands. No one else. Fair few, you guys. Wow, okay. So the problem is, what happens is if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? So exchanging your time for money. Now, if you're who is not a personal trainer that has a job and exchanges their time for money by show of hands? All right, so pretty much everyone listening either has a job or is a personal trainer working for yourself, and you exchange your time for money. If you're self-employed, we normally work longer hours. Yes, we have freedom and flexibility to choose our hours, but we still share the same problems, don't we, self-employed and people that have a job. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just understanding what the drawbacks are. And, exchanging time for money. If you get sick or if you travel or if anything happens, you don't get paid. Now, obviously, certain jobs, you accumulate, sickness pay and leave and so forth, but it's still quite limited, isn't it? And the super and all this kind of thing, sure. But wouldn't you rather take control into your own hands so you had your own control? Some other problems are, it can be long hours for personal trainers. We've got the split shifts for the personal trainers. And by show of hands, who's a personal trainer with a family or children? By show of hands, personal trainers with a family or children. Just so you know, before we get to it as well, that you can actually get free Juice Plus for your child between the age of 4 and 17. And we're going to talk about that shortly, about how you can do that as well. Tonight is mainly focused on the business opportunity, how you can have your own Juice Plus business for $137 a year. Ridiculous, right? And how you can make that money back straight away. I will be going through, talking a little bit about the product because I know some of you guys are using the product as well. So there is a lack of, who would like more balance in your life, more freedom in your life? Who would like more work-life balance? Personal trainers and people who have a job. Who would like that? Okay. Now, for those of you that do split shifts of any kind or you're on shift work, then obviously you miss out on a great opportunity to spend quality time with your family. And I think that's what's really important, spending time with family and creating magical memories and having the opportunity to travel. Those things that we'd like to do, that we dream of, that we don't prioritize in our life. We want to spend time providing for our loved ones and our family, and putting food on the table. And we get caught in that Groundhog Day, that Groundhog Week. By show of hands, who feels like they're sometimes in Groundhog Day week, month, year? That this week's like last week and this year's like last year. And how would you like to stop doing that? Now, I had an interesting upbringing, as some of you guys know. I spent time as a teenager living on the street with nothing but the clothes on my back, and it's a tough place to be in. Some people say, "Oh, you're obsessed with being rich." No, I'm just obsessed with not being poor. You don't need to be rich. Is a matter of perception, and rich and wealth is not just financial. We as humans deserve to have abundance in our life, with our health, our relationships, our financials, our spirituality, and our mindset, to become the best that we can be. I believe we're like trees. If we're not growing, we're dying. You're here tonight because in some way, shape, or form, you want more. You're seeking for answers. You're looking for a way to create freedom, flexibility, leverage, financial independence. You don't want more money. It's not why you're here. Some of you thinking, "Yeah, Jason, I do want more money." But it's not the pieces of plastic that you're here tonight. It's not the $1,001 notes. Not that we have $1 notes in Australia anymore. It's what it means for you to have that extra income coming through, that freedom and flexibility, not having to worry or stress about the bills. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not anything like that. My true passion, again, is to give you guys the gift of health and give you guys the gift of financial independence, because most people that have trouble sleeping at night are having trouble sleeping because even at the unconscious level, maybe they don't even know it, they're stressing about finances or they're stressing about their health. That's most people at night. So I'd love to see you guys stepping it up and playing a bigger game and living a much more abundant life, financially and health-wise, and of course in your relationships as well. We know that the better our financial status, the better our relationships with our loved ones, our family, our children. We're just more relaxed, and we can be there for the people and focus on pursuing our passions, not just exchanging our time for money and living Groundhog Day week or year. So I want to ask you, what's most important to you? The 4 things that are most important to me are these things. They're family, for sure. Hands up, who would say that the most important thing to you in your life is family? Most people, right? A lot of you guys, more than half of you guys have already put your hands up. Okay, the 4 things that are most important to me, and I think a lot of people will share these, and this is what Juice Plus gives us the opportunity to do, having residual income no matter what we're doing. Also being able to travel and create magical memories with our family and loved ones. To be able to, in 3 weeks, we're going to be at Disneyland in America with my family. I'm the eldest of 10. I've got a lot of brothers and sisters. I'm the eldest. It's kind of cool being the eldest, to be honest. But who has a big family? How cool would it be to be able to once a year travel with your family and create magical memories with your family? I'm a big fan of having a bucket list as well. Leaving a legacy. How cool would it be to leave this plane of existence and leave a legacy for your family, for the community, and to give back? How great does it feel when we contribute and we put a smile on people's faces? And I often say, some of you heard me say this before in previous webinars and seminars, that there is no better feeling than when you do something for someone, that when you do it for them, they're literally gobsmacked and cannot speak. They're speechless because of how grateful they are that you help them do that. And again, I love helping people create a lifestyle where they can do what they want, when they want, however they want, with whoever they want. And I believe charity. I believe charity and giving is very important as well. I believe we all should be working in a way to give back and get involved with the community, do charity events, and hands up who would like to one day have their own charity organisation or business and to raise funds. Who is that kind of ambitious that would like to do that? Wow, how many people raise a hand? Well, next year I'm looking at some ways where we're going to do business coaching, help people launch their own charity organisations, because these 4. Who agrees that these 4 there is 4 of the most important things? 2 people. Oh, here come the hands. All right. And this is the thing, are you on track? Are you living your dream lifestyle? Because 2% of people only, 98% of people are going to leave this plane of existence and they're going to die not taking the first step, let alone achieving their dream lifestyle. Imagine. That's right. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and how Juice Plus can begin to help you create that and a specific strategy to make that happen as well. So let's talk a little bit about Juice Plus as a product. Some of you might be wondering, well, what is this Juice Plus and what's in it and how does it work? And well, first of all, let's talk a bit about synthetic vitamins. 90% of vitamins are synthetic. Hands up who knows what ascorbic acid is. Most people say vitamin C, right? But it's not just vitamin C, it's synthetic vitamin C. Now what they're finding, and there's actually a couple of big name companies out there, I'm not going to mention their names, that are going through massive, one in particular is going through $1 billion court hearing at the moment. It's been going for a couple of years because of the long-term damage that synthetic vitamins are doing to internal organs through plasticization and other things as well. In fact, 2 years ago, there was almost a law passed in Australia and New Zealand to completely ban all synthetics. All those big-name multivitamins you can think of, one day will be banned in Australia and New Zealand. There's going to be a reappeal in I think we're 4 or 5 years away from now. So keep an eye out for that. So the problem is that a lot of synthetics we take, the body doesn't recognize, like a lot of processed foods, them as real vitamins or foods. That's why we pee them out and they go yellow, right? Because the body doesn't recognize. Some say, well, it's because there's too many. We don't need that many vitamins. We don't need that many vitamins. So hands up who up until now has been taking a multivitamin of some kind. A fair few, right? Wow, a lot of people, right? So this is the cool thing about Juice Plus. And Juice Plus realized some time ago that this is a bit of an issue, this is a bit of a problem, and a lot of people are turning to the holistic. You know, who knows what kale is now? Hands up who knows what kale is. Pretty much everyone's going to raise a hand, right? By a show of hands, who knew what kale was 10 years ago? I didn't know what it was 5 years ago. And I've been studying and following nutrition for the better part of 2 decades. So it's really fascinating how our awareness is shifting to the alkalizing and energizing, the natural. The problem is in this industry, we focus on counting calories and macronutrients, which are proteins, carbs, and fats. But the real issue is with micronutrition and fiber nutrition. So one thing that we can all agree upon is that we all need to eat 7 to 9 vegetables a day and 2 to 3 fruit a day, especially on the vegetables. By show of hands, who eats 7 to 9 vegetables a day? 7 to 9 cups or serves of vegetables a day. Who does that? Impressive. It's actually a fair few. So from 30 people, about 5 or 6 raise a hand. That's not bad. 95 to 97% of people on this planet do not consume the minimum daily recommended 7 to 9 cups, that's cups, serves of vegetables a day. Now, in today's society, it can be really difficult to take the time to prepare that food and make sure we're getting that. Work that out over a week. What's 7 times 9? 63. 63 serves of vegetables a day, and obviously a fruit as well. We need our large range of colors, the 4 main colors. We need to make sure we're not just getting the greens, majority of the greens for the chlorophyll and the alkalizing and the health benefits, the antioxidants and so forth. We need the colors as well. And that's what Juice Plus offers us. So what's in Juice Plus? I've got a bit of an infographic here, a bit of a picture on the 3 different Juice Plus. We've got the fruit capsules, the vegetable capsules, and the berry blend. We take 2 fruit capsules in the morning, 2 veggies in the afternoon, and you have your 2 berry blend throughout the day as well. Now, you cannot beat real food. But seriously, who here eats 7 to 9 vegetables 7 days a week, every day of the year? Who does that by show of hands? Probably no one. And if you're putting your hand up, 3 or 4 of you guys, then kudos to you, because I don't do that. As personal trainers, a lot of us don't do that. There's no denying that it can be challenging in today's society and our busy life to consume 7 to 9 vegetables every single day. By not doing that, we're at greater risk of cancer. Who here is knowing someone that has been seriously ill or even passed of cancer? Most people, right? Heart disease, cancer, and there's a lot of sickness. And now most sickness and illness is caused by 1 or 2 things: our nutrition or our unconscious thought process, with the different stresses and have physiological impact negatively on our body. And this is real science now. Now, you cannot beat real food, but the problem is that a lot of us don't get, who does not get 7 to 9 vegetables every single day, 7 days a week? Who does not do that? A lot of people, right? Majority of us. So it's important we have something to bridge the gap when we use Juice Plus to do that. Juice Plus is not a synthetic. It's a raw, vegan, fructose-free, gluten-free, whole food concentrate. If you watch those videos, it goes through a little bit on how it's made, and I've got a couple of videos if you guys are keen on exactly how it's made as well. If you stick to the end, not only am I going to give one of you guys the great prize of your own Juice Plus franchise, but I'm also going to have a Q&A. I'm going to stick behind for 10 or 15 minutes and answer any questions you guys have, because I'm so passionate and excited about this as a product, because it is such a natural product that bridges the gap. You cannot replace real food. This is not a replacement. It's not a supplement. I wish we could go back to the 70s and get rid of the word supplement and call it an additional. The problem is, too, that in today's society, a lot of our fresh foods are GMO, genetically modified, and can do a lot more damage than good as well. So this ensures that we get a sufficient amount of micronutrients and phytonutrients with our basic building blocks to maintain homeostasis and to keep us alkalized, energized, and to keep us healthy, keep our digestive good, to keep our skin good. And by doing that, we will extend our lifespan by 10, 15, 20, even 30 years by continuing daily and regularly to have our micronutrients and phytonutrients coming through. And again, hopefully you've spent the time looking through the natural ingredients which are in those products. It is all natural. There's no, again, fructose-free, gluten-free, and it's a natural, not synthetic vitamin. The cool thing about Juice Plus as well, it's only $2.50 a day for your fruit and your veg cap, which are the red and the green ones. And if you take all three, the berry blend as well, which is your antioxidant one, again, all natural. It's got all those berries in there, a large variety. Then for all of those all together, it's less than $4 a day, and you can ditch all of your other multivitamins and not have to worry about, one, yellow pea, and two, all the synthetics that are going through your body and doing long-term damage and harm as well. And I know there's a lot of specialists and doctors and people out there still recommending multivitamins, but there is, don't even listen to everything I say. Do your own due diligence. I spent 6 months to be convinced about Juice Plus because, I believe that I'm not a massive fan of most supplements, thermogenics and all these, a lot of whey proteins, all that stuff. There's a lot of chemicals in them. There's only 3 things that I normally recommend, and Juice Plus is one of them, and the other 2 are natural as well. This is not about those products, so I'm not going to bring those up. Have questions, you can ask me about those later on. So again, it's $2.50 a day to have your very own Juice Plus. It's $74 a month for your fruit and your veg cap. So if you work it out, it's like $37 or whatever it is each. And you have 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. It does not replace the vegetables. What I have found is I wrote an article a while back on the psychological impact of Juice Plus. It creates a trigger where we become more consciously aware of what we're putting into our bodies when we find ourselves starting to eat healthier. When we start eating healthier, we become more aware of what we're doing with our training and exercise and so forth. And it puts us in a better mindset, more resourceful states, happier, more positive, and obviously that has a hormonal effect as well. So it does have that ripple effect as well. You can get Juice Plus for free. So if you get your very own Juice Plus for just $2.50 a day, or if you get the premium pack, which has fruit, veg, and the antioxidant, it's only $114 a month, and you can get the fruit and veg free for a child between 4 and 17. In fact, if your child does not or has problems swallowing the capsules, they actually have chewables, which are gelatin-free. They're raw vegan chewables, so your kids, and they're delicious, can chew those, and they can get those for free as well. By hands up, by show of hands, who would actually like to get their kids on that? Who has trouble getting their kids to eat vegetables? This would be a great opportunity to not replace the vegetables, but to bridge that gap to make sure that they are getting those micronutrients and phytonutrients as well. You do, when you purchase it, you'll receive, if you do want your own Juice Plus after tonight, be sure to contact the person that sent you to this webinar, that referred you to this webinar, and they will help you get your Juice Plus. You can only order it from a franchisee. And if you have a child, let them know first, and you can get it free for a child. There's 2 adults in the household, then both your kids will get it free between 4 and 17 as well. And speak to them, and they'll help you get started. You receive a whole box 4 months in one go, because it takes up to 4 months for it to positively impact your homeocysteine levels in your blood. A lot of people ask this, and what they do is they recommend homeocysteine plays a major role in cancer markers and also heart disease. And when we regulate that through micronutrients, phytonutrients, it drastically decreases the chances of getting cancers and heart disease and a lot of these illnesses. Now, no way, shape, or form do we ever say or even claim that Juice Plus does anything to cure cancer or anything like that. But we do know, and we can all agree on this, that when we increase our phytonutrients and micronutrients through the range of colors of fruits and vegetables, that we do drastically decrease the chances of cancer and heart disease. Now, the problem is if we're going to eat 70, 80 serves of vegetables a week, it's not always going to happen. So we want to make sure that we are consuming natural source of all these micronutrients and phytonutrients. So that's a bit about the product. Again, there are videos there if you have more questions. So who would like to create more freedom and flexibility in your life? Who would like more freedom and flexibility in your life by show of hands? Of course, right? Most people. And there's a couple of great quotes here which I found. And not only is Juice Plus a great product. Now, if you're not absolutely completely convinced on Juice Plus, don't listen to what I say. Do what I did and do your own due diligence. Give the product a go. And this isn't a caffeine or an energy product where you go, yeah, I feel amazing. But the feedback I normally get is a lot of people within a couple of weeks notice the natural energy. When you get rid of the coffees and all that kind of stuff from your diet and the processed carbohydrates and the gluten and all that, we're eating more fruits and veg. We just have more energy throughout the day. Who would like more energy throughout the day, especially in the afternoons that works long hours? Who would like that? Juice Plus seems to offer that for us. So make sure you try the product, give the product a go, and see how you go from there. For those of you, hands up, who would like to create some residual income? Who would like to actually create some residual income and make some residual income? I believe that all of us, every single one of us, want to work with a direct marketing business. Now, there's a couple of big names here that I want to share with you guys that recommend direct marketing. These are just a couple. You can see on my screen here, Bill Gates, a few years ago, was asked if he had to start over, what would he start with? And as you can see here, this is actually from Bill Gates. If I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing, now better known as direct marketing. Okay. Robert Kiyosaki, who's familiar with Robert Kiyosaki in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series? Who's familiar with that? Robert Kiyosaki, again, network marketing gives people the opportunity with very low risk at very low financial commitment to build their own income generating asset and acquire great wealth over time. This is a medium term. This is not something we go, let's quit my job, let's go nuts with Juice Plus. 3 hours a week. I mean, I know some of you guys might be doing 60-hour weeks, but hands up by show of hands, who could put in 3 hours a week to work on their fortune part-time, create residual income? Of course, most people, right? I think it was either last year or the year before, Donald Trump. Everyone knows who Donald Trump is. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying he's had great financial success. And a lot of it is a facade. That's a lot of his role that he puts on. If you see him in real-life interviews and when he's not putting on his facade, he's actually not a bad guy. But anyway, Donald Trump was asked in David Letterman. You can actually find this video on YouTube if you want to see the video. David Letterman asked, what would you do if you lost everything and had to start over? Donald Trump, without hesitation, I would find a good network marketing company and get to work. The audience actually shouted and booed him, and I watched this video, it's pretty cool. Donald Trump just looks at him and says, that's why I'm sitting up here and you're sitting out there. Now, we don't have to all be billionaires or millionaires, but you're all here for a reason. We've all got families and friends and other obligations. Juice Plus will never be your priority. It'll probably never be your primary focus. It's not a plan B, though. It's a hedging strategy. Because we know if we get started now, we put in the 3 hours a week, in 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to be in a very desirable position. Now, a little bit about Juice Plus as a business. So what happens is hopefully you watch the video. If you didn't watch the video, it goes through this in depth, and there's some more videos I'm going to post in the event, which will answer your questions specifically about the compensation plan and how it works. I didn't want to make tonight about the compensation plan. That's why I was hoping everyone will watch the video. If you do have questions about the compensation plan, please save them. I'm going to post a video to the compensation plan in the event after this. If you have any questions about the product or the business opportunity outside of that, write them down and I'll answer them in about 15, 20 minutes. Now what we do is to become a Juice Plus franchisee, it's only $137.50. And for that, we're going to explain what you get in a moment, but it's ridiculous. You get your whole business for $137.50, right? Which is a ridiculous price. But it takes 12 to 16 weeks to build to about $1,000 a month, and that's all we need to know from income. Who would like, in the next 3 or 4 months, an extra $800 to $1,000 a month? That would pay a pretty good chunk. That's your shopping and some bills, right? Who would like that? Just 3 hours a week work. Okay, I'll explain the next steps shortly. We are going to give away one of these prize draws. So what we normally do is we work with you to, within 12 months, worst case, build you to $2,000 a month, and by the end of the second year, $4,000 a month. Now, we don't make any wild claims about these millions of dollars and all these kind of claims because we want to keep it realistic. But let's keep it realistic. $2,000 a month within the next 12 months. Well, let's go back. Let's talk about in 3 or 4 months now. If you act tonight, this is what you're looking at. $800 to $1,000 a month in the next 3 or 4 months. Let's say you have $1,000 a month. How much is that? How much is that per year? That's $12,000 a year. What we suggest you do is we actually set up a bank account and we put it into a travel account, especially for personal trainers. And we inspire you to use that to go overseas once a year and to do that. After a full 12 months, you're looking at $2,000 a month, which is $24,000 a year. And normally what we do there is we recommend you put $12,000 a year into a travel account and $12,000 into an investment account. That's an overseas trip each year and a new home or house for investing in every 2 years, just in the next 12 months. After 2 years, you're looking at a minimum, and some people do it faster. I did this much faster. I've been doing this actively for less than 2 years, and last month we took almost 10 grand for the month and hit the highest level in Juice Plus. I never spend more than 3 hours a week on Juice Plus ever. So that's the potential you're looking at here. There's a lot of bonuses and stuff. Imagine having 2,000, which is 24,000, 12,000 travel account, 12,000 into an investment account. After 2 years, you go double that, and you can put 24,000 into travel and 24,000 to investing within 2 years, and that's a new home every year and an incredible overseas trip even twice a year. Who would be prepared for 3 hours a week to, in the next 3 or 4 years, to create financial freedom where they could go overseas twice a year and buy a new home every year if you wanted to? Who would like to do something like that in the next 3 to 5 years? Nobody? Some people. Now you might be thinking, well, I've got to pay my credit card debt, and I'll pay for my mortgage and my house and my car and that's fine, and you want to do those. But everyone grab a pen and paper. Grab a pen and paper for me. I just want you to write down, if you had an extra $12,000 a year, just quickly write down what would you do with that $12,000? Please, everybody do this. Again, you're right, I don't know if you're doing it or not, but we're going to take you through a bit of an exercise here. Please, everybody do this. Just write down, what would you do with an extra $12,000 to $24,000 a year? What would you do with that money? For 3 hours week work. Just take 10 more seconds to do that. What would you do if you had $12,000 to $24,000 a year? What would you do? Would you travel? Would you pay off some debts? Would you surprise one of your loved ones with something? What would you do? Awesome. Now I've got some questions here. Let me ask you a question. Who wrote down something to do with travel or debts or loved ones or family, or who wrote, just by show of hands, who wrote something like that along those lines? A couple of people. No matter what you wrote, let me ask you a question. Why is it so important for you to do that? Why is it so important for you to make that happen? Just write that down underneath that. Why is it so important for you to make that happen? Now let me ask another question. What would it truly mean for you to have that extra $12,000 or $24,000 a year? Because it's not really about the money, let's be honest. It's not about, business is not about making money. Business is about having the opportunity to add value to other people's and change their life for the better, to create financial freedom, to give them the gift of health, to live a healthier life, and to share those values with their children, their family, and spend quality time with their family. So what would it really mean for you to be able to do that? Write that down for me. Another question. How would you feel if you don't act upon this evening, and you keep doing what you have been doing up until now, and you're exactly where you are in 6 to 12 months? How would you feel about that? You can either write it down or just think about it right now, whichever one pops in your mind first. How would you feel if in 6 months' time you're still exactly where you are? Disappointed, frustrated, angry, mad? If you're like a little bit disappointed, then it's probably not going to motivate you to take action tonight and to do something about this to turn your life around. But let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you did act tonight and you took a low risk and you did something about it, you took some action, started working towards it, and you did make what you wrote down happen in the next 6 months? What would that really mean for you? How would that make you feel? Another question. Some of you have heard these questions before. They're very powerful questions. If you keep doing what you have been doing up until now, the thing you wrote down, is that guaranteed to happen in the next 6 months? Who would say no by a show of hands? Who would say no by a show of hands? Most people, right? So we're gonna make a change. We're gonna do it different. We're gonna do something different. If you keep doing what you have been doing up until now, you're gonna get the same results. If you keep doing what you've done the last 6 months, you're gonna get the same results in the next 6 months. There's two types of people in life. The first type of person is the person on the deathbed. Unfortunately, it's morbid. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna pass. I know it's morbid, but it's true. The first type of person is lying on a deathbed in tears with their family around, and everyone's crying and upset and sad. And that first type of person is upset because they didn't take any risks. They didn't have the opportunity to travel the world, to create magical memories, to tell people how much they cared and spend time with their family, to leave a legacy and contribute and make a difference and touch the hearts of many. And they're not ready to go because they have all this regret. And unfortunately, that's going to be most people. 2 out of 3 people listening right now, that's probably going to be you. But for those of you who are serious to take action and to do something different and to make something more of your life, not just for you, but for their loved ones and for the community. The second type of person is a person lying on their deathbed with a big smile on their face and their family and loved ones around. And you look down and your grandchild's looking up at you as you smile. And your grandchild asks you, why are you smiling? And you look down at your grandchild and you say, I took risks, I loved, I learned, I left a legacy. I made a difference. I have no regrets. I traveled the world. I told everyone how much I loved them. I spent quality time with everyone. And now I'm ready to pass the torch to you, grandson, granddaughter, grandchild. And I'm leaving a legacy for you. There's 2 types of pain in life, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Will you be the first type of person that has the pain of regret, or you have the pain of discipline to take action and do something about whatever it is that you're here for tonight? Just quickly about how the business works. So if you choose to become a franchisee tonight, we're going to offer just 5 opportunities this evening for 5 of you guys to enter the VIP coaching program with Juice Plus. We'll talk about that shortly. The way it works is obviously when you become a franchisee, you get customers and you can bring on board your own distributors. And you bring on board your own distributors and you have training with them, and then they grow their customers and then they grow the distributors, and that's how you grow an organizational structure. It's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. So when people call network marketing, direct marketing, pyramid schemes, that's not accurate. In a moment, we're going to give away a great prize. But before we do, just a couple of quick questions. Who would like to travel more by a show of hands? Who would like to spend more time traveling by a show of hands? Who would like to spend more time helping out the community or doing charitable events or doing something which philanthropy and charity? Who would like to do that? Awesome. Who would actually start stepping it up and not just live? I spoke to my mum recently. My mum's like, my parents are funny. Hey, I was like, how you going, mum? And she's like, well, how are you going, son? And what are you doing? And I told her, and she's like, that's great, son, but what do you actually do? It's funny. And I said, how are you, mum? She's like, be son of a survivor. And I turned to her and I said, Mum, do you want to survive or do you want to thrive? Because life is about thriving. Mediocrity is not a comparison to somebody else. Mediocrity is when we settle for a life that's anything less than we deserve, anything less than we're capable of, financially, health-wise, our relationships. Are you just going through the motions of life and reacting to life, your business, your job? Or are you actually doing something to create a magnificent life? Because you have greatness within you. You have the ability and the potential to create an incredible lifestyle and life, internally and externally. Fulfillment comes from within. But we have an opportunity to create a magnificent life externally as well through our lifestyle. And I believe we all deserve that. But we need to surround ourselves with the right people. We need to take risks. And we need to spend time working on our personal development and our financial freedom. And if your financial plan, you're relying on your superannuation, you're going to find it interesting in a few years, in a fair few years when that happens. So a bit about the Juice Plus business opportunity. We're going to give away a prize draw in a moment. This is what we're going to give away in a moment for everyone that's stuck with us, and we've got a few things still to go through, and then we're going to have a Q&A. Again, I haven't gone through a lot about the business, how it works, because I was hoping that all of you guys have watched the video, and I'm going to be posting more videos. So if you have questions about how the business actually works, it actually is going to take you about 3 months to learn everything. So some people go, I'll try the product. If it goes all right, then I'll become a franchisee. Then they regret it. It's like those of you personal trainers go, in 6 months' time, you wish you started 6 months ago, Jump in with 2 feet and just get going. So this is the prize we're going to give away this evening. This will actually explain how the Juice Plus how the Juice Plus franchisee works. We're about to give away a prize, and I'm going to announce one of you guys as the winner of the Juice Plus franchise, and you're going to have your own Juice Plus business. What you get in your own Juice Plus business, only $137.50. For those of you who don't win, we're going to give 5 away this evening to start your own Juice Plus business. So what do you get with your very own Juice Plus business? Well, first of all, you get your very own website, and I'm just going to share with you exactly what your website looks like. This is my Juice Plus website. It's just going to take a second to load, and you get your very own Juice Plus website that looks something just like this. It's taking me a second to load. I need some music. Okay, here we go. So you get your very own Juice Plus website, and you can visit this website, and there's a whole heap of, it has gold standard research. There's a whole heap of, it's the most studied and researched product on the planet, and it's the only gold standard research. It's the only product that has gold standard research out of any network marketing or direct marketing product. Even more than no other product on the planet has that gold standard peer reviewed research. And you can find it all on this website in here. You can do all your orders in here. You get your own store on here, so you can go in here and go, I want to buy Juice Plus, and you can send your customers to it, and you can order it through there for them, and so forth as well. So you get your very own Juice Plus website that looks just like this. Just taking a second to load. Get that music again. Thanks for sticking with us. We are about to give away the prize, so I'm just going to take a few moments to go through this. I'll probably answer a few of your questions as well. This evening probably won't answer all your how-to, and you know what? You can ask me all the questions under the sun, and all the how-to will not be learned this evening. When you start a new business, it takes time to learn the business, and that's why we have great training, and we're going to go through that as well. Okay, that's still loading, so I'm just going to go back to here. Okay, so you get your very own Juice Plus website. You also get your very own virtual office, which is your own online office where you can make all your orders, you can see all your business reports, and you can make orders, you can set up new franchisees, you can see your organizational structure and all of your templates and all the stuff you need to run your businesses on there. Also, you get access to the online university. There's a video and a process for everything and anything. It's completely systemized, 100% completely systemized. So you're going to learn the ins and outs about sales and marketing, promotion, a lot of online stuff as well. We have a brilliant training system where with the VIP Juice Plus coaching franchise, and we're going to give one away and then offer 5 people to invest in it this evening only. What we do is you'll have a one-on-one business coaching session each week for 6 weeks with a team leader. And there's 6 weekly video training series, and you'll watch those and you'll go through those. And it includes the business, how the compensation plan works, in depth about the product and how it's made, doing events and marketing Juice Plus, and how to grow your team and how to get products in. It's all in there, all the training. Also get access to the VIP Juice Plus Facebook group. We've got over 100 personal trainers and a whole heap of people that aren't personal trainers in our team. I believe we have almost 120 franchisees in our team now, so it's going strong, not just in Australia, but overseas as well. So get access to that, and we have daily communication through that. After the 6 weekly one-on-one coaching sessions, you'll then have a group coaching session each week with your team leader, and they'll train you how to train others and everything as well. Again, all your questions won't be answered to run an entire business in one evening. I will remind you that it only takes 3 hours a week, 3 hours a week to run it. Also, I hold a monthly group coaching session myself personally online, no matter where I am in the world, whether I'm in America, Hawaii, or wherever I'm going to be. I'm still holding that every month, and it'll be for 1 hour, and we'll have a monthly meeting group coaching session for that. Also, we'll connect you live with a team of people in your local area, even if they're not directly in your team, they'll be in our team, and they'll help you do live events and be someone to have face-to-face, real-life connection with, to support you with your Juice Plus journey as well. But hands up, who would like to win this prize draw? By show of hands, who would like to win this prize draw? Nobody wants to win? One person? Oh, here come all the hands. Okay. Now, again, obviously, this is only for people that aren't yet a franchisee. Just by show of hands, who is actually already a Juice Plus franchisee? Just by show of hands. There's a few of you guys in here, isn't there? Okay, to make this fair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a random thing. Now, before I give this away, I want to make sure that, because I'm paying for this myself personally for you, and you won't be working with myself personally, you'll be appointed a team leader. It'll be the person that referred you, or a person that I select for you if I was the one that invited you to this event. Okay, so if you're listening and you are a franchisee and first you're hearing about this, if you did refer the person that wins this, they will become your franchisee and I'll be paying for it. Those that know me know that I'm pretty generous. You know? I want to offer somebody a great opportunity here. This is something I'm very passionate about, and I know how incredibly powerful this can be to just spend 3 hours a week on your fortune part-time to grow some residual income and to start traveling more, to do those 4 things which are really important. So before I give away this prize draw, I just want to know if I give this away that you guys, whoever wins this, will actually put in the time to spend the 3 hours a week to go through and do the weekly coaching and spend time. Just by show of hands, are you guys serious? If you win this, are you prepared to do that by show of hands? Okay, I see most of you have said yes. So what we're going to do is we have 28 people still with us, 28 people, so thanks very much. Give yourself a pat in the back. What I'm going to do is I've got a random generator here, and we're just going to show that it is really random. And I'm just going to enter in the number between 1 and 28. And the number that comes up, I'm going to find that number of person in my attendee list. You're in alphabetical order. And I'm going to announce you in a second. So here we go, drum roll. There's 28 people. Let's write in number 28 here. And what number do we have? Oh, what's happened here? We have some tech issues. That's fantastic. The 1 and 28. That doesn't seem to be working very well. I've used this one many times. Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to grab somebody here. Let's grab Jay. Hey, Jay, are you there?
Yeah, how you going?
Good, good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to pick a number between 1 and 28. You ready?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, drum roll. 1 to 28. What number do you want to go with?
Let's go 14, halfway.
14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that's Lachlan Longmire. He's already congratulations, Lachlan. He's already a franchisee. Let's pick another number.
6.
Number 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Jason Russell. So there's a fair few franchises in here. Let's try again.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Karen Bramich? Is it Bramich? Let's grab Karen. Hey, Karen, are you there?
Yeah, yes.
There you go. It's like, oh, I'm on the air. Oh, no. Congratulations. You're not a Juice Plus franchisee yet, are you?
No.
No. Who can I ask who invited you to tonight?
I just found out about it through your Facebook page.
Oh, okay, then what are you? So congratulations, you've won the prize draw. So what I'm going to do is I'll get in contact with you after the event, and we'll talk about next steps and go from there. But are you excited? You excited that you won?
Yes, I am.
You're a bit shocked by the sound of it.
Shock, I never won anything.
Yeah, it's funny. I love doing prize draws, and I love giving people the opportunity. And I'll get in touch with you. Can you just shoot me a message on Facebook now as I wrap this up, and then I'll get in touch with you. So congratulations to Karen. Now, what we're going to do is tonight we're only going to give away. We've lost a few people, so we're only going to give away three people. We're going to give the first 3 people that raise their hand the opportunity to invest this evening for just $137.50 into the VIP Juice Plus coaching franchise. So it's only $137.50 to get started. Okay, you'll get your own Juice Plus website, virtual office, online university, plus the weekly coaching, access to the VIP group, monthly group coaching myself, and you get a live face-to-face team, all for $137.50. We're only giving away 3 opportunities to enter into the VIP program this evening. So it'll be the first 3 people. I'm just going to remove everyone's hand now. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. And when I say 1, 2, 3, on go, the first 3 people to raise their hand only will be able to invest this evening. Can everyone remove their hands for a second, please? Everyone remove their hands for a second. Okay, everyone remove them. Okay, are you ready? On the count of 3, the first 3 to go. Ready? First 3 only will be able to invest this evening. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so Michael Dux, Naomi Miller, and Shannon Howard. Shannon Howard, Naomi Miller, Michael Dux, and we've got Lauren Morgan as well. I'll extend it. I'll tell you what, the 5 people have raised their hand. Let's, Jay, should we extend it to 5? Since 5 did raise their hand, do you think?
5 should be fine, yeah.
Okay. So Joe Delanus, Lauren Morgan, Naomi Miller, Shannon Howard, and Michael Dux. If you can stick with us for 5 minutes through the Q&A, then we can talk about next steps and getting you started. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to speak to those 5 girls now. If you guys do have questions, let's post them in the event and speak to the person that invited you this evening if you have any questions about Juice Plus as a product or franchise, and then we can go from there. So what we'll do is let's have Q&A in the Facebook event now. If you're listening to this as a recording, please, if you have any questions, private message me or get in contact with the person that referred you to this event and they can answer any questions you have. But for everyone else, thanks very much for joining us this evening. If you 5 guys can stick on the line now, and we'll talk about next steps, and then we'll go from there. But thanks very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this evening. And if nothing else, a lot of you probably won't choose to do the Juice Plus thing in time. But remember, you can create your dream lifestyle if you take action. You surround yourself with the right people. You deserve more. You're here for a reason. And hopefully in time we'll have the opportunity to connect with you personally and would love to see you achieve that dream lifestyle. Thanks very much for the 5 of you guys. If you can stick with us, I'll take you off mute and then we'll talk about next steps. So thanks very much, everyone.